getting some reports that Jonathan Majors' attorney shares evidence claiming victims' injuries were a complete lie. Now again, before I go into this article, I do want to make sure to clarify to everyone that we do not know the facts. We do not know whether Jonathan Majors is innocent or guilty, but I am going to bring this up because I have talked about it, and I think it's important we get both sides, figure out what is the truth. To me, we won't know the truth until the court day happens. This is what I said about Ezra Miller. This is what I said about quite literally anyone in this kind of scenario, because let's not deny it. We live in a world where, yes, men will abuse women, but at the same time, women will lie about men. That is the unfortunate truth about life, and I think everyone needs to clarify that that is the only truth that we know, okay? So let's go into what it says. So this is coming from Screen Geek saying, Jonathan Majors' attorney shares evidence claiming victims' injuries were a complete lie. Jonathan Majors' attorney has given a statement in addition to apparent evidence that has been released suggesting Majors innocent. Jonathan Majors has already been dropped by his manager and PR team. Nevertheless, Majors' attorney insists he's innocent. Now, apparent evidence in support of Jonathan Majors has surfaced. And it says, first, as shared via CNN, Majors' attorney Priya Chaudhry releases the following statement. Jonathan Majors is innocent and has not abused anyone. Chaudhry begins, we have provided irrefutable evidence to District Attorney that the charges are false. We are confident that he will be fully exonerated. The statement comes with apparent evidence that Jonathan Majors is innocent. According to court documents, the man who was driving Majors and his now ex-girlfriend saw the alleged incident. The driver claims to have seen the woman assault Majors while she was attempting to steal his phone, which that is something that we already knew. We already knew that this all began because she was trying to take his phone. And I believe the reason why was because she saw him texting another girl. But now this is interesting because the driver, who is probably, besides Major and the girl, probably the most reliable source in this conversation. So his opinion is far more than mine, than yours, and anyone, because he was there in the incident. So it's almost like a lot of information that we're processing right now has changed. But yeah, so that is interesting to find out. Majors insists that the driver can testify that he never struck the alleged victim in any way, at any time, or even raised his voice. Though Majors and his attorney Chaudhry both claimed the driver saw the woman hitting, scratching, and attacking Majors, at which point Majors asked the driver to stop the car so that he could leave. Furthermore, the court document claims that they have proof to call the woman's alleged injuries a complete lie. She claims to have suffered a broken finger in addition to laceration behind her ear, but now Chaudhry reveals they have hours of alleged security videos showing the woman went to a nightclub after the incident, as you can see below. I'm going to put them here on the screen. There's, I think, 3 or 4 pictures that need to be shown. There's one with purple lights, one with the pinkish lights, and then one that's black and white. She looks fine. They claim that the videos show the woman using her right hand, which is said to have been injured, in addition to moving freely and not showing any signs of injury. TMZ also described the following event with the woman as having taken place after the alleged clubbing, when her night out at the club was over. They claimed she showed up Major's home at 3:23 a.m., entered his apartment and called him 32 times and sent several angry, jealous text messages. Majors was not home when she got there. Chaudhry says none of the text messages accuse Jonathan of injuring her, nor does she mention any discomfort from alleged injuries. They say Majors got home at 11:13 a.m. and found her unconscious and half naked on the floor of his walk-in closet. He also discovered she allegedly threw up in his bed and told him she'd taken a few sleeping tablets. Majors then called 911 and claimed that when paramedics arrived, the woman repeatedly told him, "I don't know," when asked what happened to her. They continue in the document. Chaudhry claims body cam footage shows police interviewing the woman and clearly coaching her to say that Mr. Majors grabbed her by the throat. Chaudhry claims the alleged victim never made the claim to anyone prior to the officer's direction. Chaudhry points out that the woman can be seen later in the night via elevator footage arriving at Majors' apartment uninjured. The actor was reportedly not there at the time. They claim Majors did not get back to his place until the following day past 11 a.m., at which point he allegedly found his ex unconscious on the floor of a closet with the injury she later claimed Majors gave her. The woman had allegedly sent by this point a suicide note and taken a bunch of sleeping pills, per the court documents. The report continues. Following the incident, the attorney claims the woman stole thousands of dollars worth of jewelry and watches from Major's apartment and continued to use his credit card per the filing. Chaudhry concludes that Major's ex has a clear agenda to destroy his reputation because she is angry that he ended her relationship in her life of luxury. So, yeah, I mean, that's very interesting finding that out. Now, I've already talked about this a lot, but one video in particular that I want to bring up is one information that I feel gets kind of thrown out, because right now we're already seeing people saying Majors is guilty, Majors is guilty. In fact, his career has already suffered major damage. His PR team let him go. His management let him go. It seems like a lot of his roles are being let go. Right now there's conversations about, Kang possibly being recasted, and that would be major. Like, Jonathan Majors, it would be big, because this is genuinely a career-ending event. And I know everyone always brings up the argument, oh, the PR teams and manager teams, they know more than us. They know the truth, so there's a reason why they fired him. The reality is that is true. They often do know more than us. But a lot of them don't know what, because if, let's say Majors does hit women or doesn't, how would a management team really know that? Because if you do that, when you commit a crime and you do those bad things, you tend to do that in secret. You tend to try avoiding it unless you're really, really stupid. Other than that, Majors probably would have been caught much earlier if that was the case. But this is already causing an effect. Not only that, but more people or more women have come out per Variety. But when you look at this case so far as this one-off case, to me it just seems fishy. Because you've already had confirmation that Majors was the one that called the cops. He is the one that called the cops. That was something that was confirmed by police reports. Clearly in the text messages, you could see that it didn't really look... You could use those messages as a way to portray Majors as guilty. But I didn't see it that way. I saw it as Majors probably wasn't the best boyfriend, if that's probably what they were. And it looked like Majors could probably be a bit of an a-hole. But it didn't... It almost kind of gave me like he probably didn't abuse her. My only concern is, where are the marks from? Where are the hits from? Because that is another thing that's true. The police reports have filed that the woman did have some injuries, did have some clearly something to her body. But that driver's side, the driver kind of saying that, he hadn't hurt her, which is where it said the incident took place. I do wonder, how much merit that has. And to me, I just think there's so much of the story we genuinely don't know. And honestly, if Majors is innocent, honestly, this girl should face some type of defamation lawsuit if guilty. I mean, not if Majors is innocent, which is starting to seem a little more watching this, seeing that she was okay after the club. Again, I don't know her experience. I don't know. I'm not about to say, oh, if she went to a club, that meant that she's not hurt in any way. No, because obviously everyone handles trauma or everyone handles things differently than other people. Me personally, when I'm going through a rough time, I like to just go outside and walk. I like to go and walk for like an hour around. I like to relax and kind of do things like that. I try to keep my mind off things usually when I'm feeling like that. So I know everyone has a different mentality when it comes to stuff like that. But it's just coming off as very fishy. And I'm not saying that Majors isn't, because let's say Majors didn't abuse this one woman, but he abused these other women. That could possibly happen. That could be true. But going based off this case alone, it's just coming out a little weird. Because why would he call the cops on himself? If the driver's saying that apparently he hadn't done anything. But I will say one thing that is feeling fishy on Majors' side, the one thing that's really giving me that mind that maybe he could have done this, is the lawyer says there's this video that would clear Majors very, very quickly. But we've yet to see that video, even though that's been talked about for like a month. That's always been the thing with everyone on social media, saying that, hey, this video could either end Majors' career or could save it. Because realistically right now, there's so much damage. There's so much damage on his reputation right now. Whether it's a good or bad thing, we're going to have to find out later on. But Look, hopefully, I hope things get cleared up quickly. I do not like these kinds of conversations because it always leads to one side being like, oh, he's guilty easily, and then the other side being, oh, he's innocent. And I feel like we always have to wait to see what the truth is, because not everything seems the way it is. The world is in black and white. Not only that, but we weren't there, so we have to really wait till we get all the information. But anyways, that's it for my video. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all let me know in the comment sections down below, what do you think about this? Do you agree, disagree? Do you think Majors, from what we got today, could be innocent? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Ciao.
I got 2 things I like to say to you. 3 shots in, so I'ma play a couple. 4 more hoes in the hotel lobby. 5 more nights and I found a way to
Live now, regret later.